Welcome back, boys and girls. So for today, we're going to continue to read the book Magic Treehouse, Dinosaurs Before Dark. So previously, you've made a prediction and you've read chapters 1 and 2. Today, we're going to continue. We're going to read chapters 3. Our learning target for today is I can ask and answer questions in a text. Again, thoughtful readers ask questions. We have thin questions and we have thick questions. Thin questions are easier to answer. You can find answers right in the text. They can be yes or no questions, and you typically have only one answer. You would begin them by saying who, what, how many, when, where, yes or no. Thick questions are think. You have to think about these questions. They're harder to answer. You need to think and use schema. Need to use evidence from the text, and you have many answers to the same question. These questions you'll begin by saying what, how come, I wonder, what does the author mean, and what would happen. Let's begin reading chapter 3. Sorry. Chapter 3. Where is here? Jack looked out the window. He looked down at the picture in the book. He looked back out the window. The world outside and the world in the picture, they were exactly the same. The pteranodon was soaring through the sky. The ground was covered with ferns and tall grass. There was a winding stream, a sloping hill, and volcanoes in the distance. Where are we? Stammered Jack. The pteranodon glided down to the base of their tree. The creature coasted to a stop and stood very still. What happened to us? Said Annie. She looked at Jack. He looked at her. I don't know, said Jack. I was looking at the picture in the book. And you said, wow, I wish I could see a pteranodon for real, said Annie. Yeah, and then we saw one in the Far Creek woods, said Jack. Yeah, and then the wind got loud and the treehouse started spinning, said Annie. And we landed here, said Jack. And we landed here, said Annie. So that means, said Jack. So that means what? Said Annie. Nothing, said Jack. He shook his head. None of this can be real. Annie looked out the window again. But he's real, she said. He's very real. Jack looked out the window with her. The pteranodon was standing at the base of the oak tree, like a guard. His giant wings were spread out on either side of him. Hi! Hi! Annie shouted. Shh! Shush! Said Jack. We're not supposed to be here. But where is here? Said Annie. I don't know, said Jack. The pteranodon looked at them. I'm sorry. Annie? Hi, Annie called again to the creature. The pteranodon looked up at them. Where is here? Annie called down. You're nuts. He can't talk, said Jack. But maybe the book can tell us. Jack looked down at the book. He read the words under the picture. This flying reptile lived in the Cretaceous period. It vanished 65 million years ago. No, impossible. They couldn't have landed in a time 65 million years ago. Jack, said Annie. He's nice. Nice? Yeah, I could tell. Let's go down and talk to him. Talk to him? Annie started down the rope ladder. Hey, shouted Jack. But Annie kept going. Are you crazy? Jack called. Annie dropped to the ground. She stepped boldly up to the ancient creature. So this is it for today for chapter 3. Remember, when you're answering your questions for your task card, please go back to the text to find text-based evidence. Remember to use parts of the question to answer, and also remember to answer in a complete sentence. So tomorrow we're going to continue with chapter 4. See you then.